Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for, you listen a lot of thank you today. It will be the last one. This microphone make me feel like a politician, but I will not lie, I hope. My research is different from my friends who was before me. It's about social research about Palestinian people knowledge about desalination. It's something is important for me as for my research about sustainable development, which I care. So let's start about water crisis in Gaza in Palestine. We really face a major problem in Gaza or in Palestine as a whole from scarcity of water. Maybe I claim here that maybe I am one of the best people who can speak about the real issue, effects of water crisis. I feel it all my life. When I came to Spain here first time before 4 years, it was my first time to have a shower in winter at night, after midnight, with hot water. Like before, two months before I came here, we have a war, 2014, in Gaza. And I remember when we don't have water for many days. I didn't take a shower for maybe 2 weeks. At this time, I have possibility to have a shower with 1.5 liters, complete shower. Imagine this situation. In Gaza, 98% of water are polluted, completely polluted, nitrate, chloride, all the minerals, super high salinity. We don't have enough resources of water. We have a major problem with this. In Palestine, our resources are the Jordan River and the groundwater, and sometimes it rains. And in the other hand, we have occupation from the Israelis military, which make our life super difficult in all aspects. They control our resources. They control the selling our water for us. They have a company called Makarot, which is selling Palestinian water from our resources for us, again, with high prices. The gap between the Israeli people and the Palestinian people in water, it's impossible to understand. Israeli people, they have 300 liters of water every day for their consumption. Palestinians, they have 60, and some village, they have 20 liters. Imagine the difference between these situations. So, because of this, we need some solution to overcome this problem, especially in Gaza, which is super density population city. We are 2 billion people in 360 kilometers square. Like some cities, small one, and we have 2 million people. And we don't have enough water for these people, and which we have is polluted. So desalination could be the solution for this. But which kind of desalination? It should be also care about the environment, because our sea is completely polluted. We don't have well resources for treatment. Sewage system go directly to the sea without treatment. Sometimes partially treated, but majority of it go directly to the sea without a treatment. That makes it highly polluted. So people think that we have to find some donation in our government. Actually, we have two governments, because the division between our parties, Fatah and Hamas, and we have occupation, and from years to years we have wars and horrible situation for people. So they started by funding from the United Nations and UNICEF, some Arab Gulf area, to start plant in Deir el-Balah in Gaza city. This plant should be feed people with like 20,000 cubic meter per day, but now it's worked partially with 6,000, and I hope it's in the future they will have more fund to increase it. And there is a nice story about this. When they started to implement this planet, the Israeli government offered for the United Nations that why to build a plant in Gaza. We could take this money and increase the capacity of Ashdod desalination plant, and we can offer the Gazan people this water. They look like so kind. They want to help Palestinian people so much. So finally, now we have from last year, it's started working this desalination plant in partially forest. Let's go for other slide. So desalination is the solution for Gaza. I like desalination. I would like to. But for Gaza situation, it should came from many aspects. First, it's be good economically for the people. It should be environmentally friendly. It should be conserve the Palestinian water resource rights. We have resource under the Israelis' control, which need to come back to the Palestinian people. Should desalination not be the solution to over or to delete this right from the Palestinians? So this desalination is complementary solution, not the only solution. That's what I claim in my research. Why is this research about public knowledge? Public research is important things to be like tools that force people to be in the charge to control and to monitor the public sector, the government, and the private companies who make some projects may have bad influence for the people areas. I know desalination is concerned for companies and public sector. It's not involved direct people can take choices or take decision inside. So this kind of research help us to educate people to know how much people know about the desalination, how much people know about the side effects of desalination in environment, and how we could encourage and educate people and which area and which parts of people who has lack of knowledge. This kind of research is limited in about desalination in all the world. There is few studies that investigates public awareness and knowledge. Especially there is one in California and some in Japan, but it's not so much a lot. So I'm looking from this in my country that could help me. Maybe we don't have a lot of things like this. Could be like door open for this kind of research. My research goal is to create baseline that's to understand how much people aware about desalination, did they know the effects of desalination, how they can implement them knowledge and to be more strong in caring about environment. This is the main goals of my research. Study area is in Deir al-Balah, where we bought, where exists the desalination planet now, the new one. This is the Palestine, historical Palestine, all one. One's called now composite of Israel and Palestinian territory. And this is Gaza Strip. And Gaza Strip now, until now, 12 years until now, we have siege. No one can go out, no one can enter, and just until some circumstances that people can, if you are sick, if you have some studies abroad, you have to wait list. We have only one border with Egypt in Rafah, that's open each 6 months, and there's thousands of people are waiting list so they can go out or go in. I was lucky before 4 years when I went out to do my master in Spain, but I'm not lucky again now to go and to visit my family, and a lot of people like me, now many years, they couldn't come back to see their family because the siege of the Israelis and some other government who will help them in this situation. So my method, I make a questionnaire with many questions that investigate to ask people about their knowledge about desalination. I make 3 indicators. First indicators about public awareness. Second indicator about is factual knowledge. Third one is self-assistant knowledge. People sometimes make mistakes between awareness and knowledge, and they think these are the same things, but awareness is like the main distinction between awareness and knowledge. It's about, awareness doesn't show deep understanding of the issue or the matter, but knowledge, that's mean people, they have at least some knowledge. Knowledge, philosophers, they make it in many kinds, but we are using 2 things here. We use factual knowledge and self-assessed knowledge. Self-assessed knowledge, we ask people if they know or no. Factual knowledge related to the facts. We ask many questions about desalination, about its impact in environment. They have to answer by yes or no. Our variables will be socioeconomic variables like age, like economic, like income, like these things, and education. And we have motivational factors, which is place attachment and frequency of use. We will test if the people have, they have more related to them a place, they will know more or no. If they do many exercises, do many things near to the beach, they will have no more things about the disaster which affect these things or no. Our result, I have like simple result because I couldn't present all the statistical method here. First one, public awareness and knowledge about desalination. From the figure 1, we can see that people have moderate level about awareness about desalination, and they have more about the impact. From figure number 2, I can see that people have self-assistant knowledge, moderate and low. They don't have high, like 30 or 40% of the people, they have high, but 60% have low. About how people know about desalination, how they know about the problems they face in the environment. We have 15 an instrument like TV, newspaper, internet, radio, public hearing, visiting plants, social media, and people use this as moderate. They don't use it so much. This is the factual knowledge. This is the question which we ask people if they know specific things about desalination. I have 13 questions. People show in the correct answer was super low and wrong answer. But these good things which we found it, and that people prefer to answer they don't know, and rather to say yes or no about the question about desalination. This is give us like, there is no bias for this. To know exactly which factors affected awareness, we make a correlation table to check which kind of factors can affect awareness or self-assessed knowledge or factual knowledge. For the social economic factor, we didn't find any correlation with knowledge, but we find just with education, there is a correlation between awareness, that's people who has at least high secondary, they have no awareness. Other things in the place attachment and motivational, people just has in awareness and they have in self-assessed, and other tools which used to increase people, they don't have so much. So to finish fast, I hope one day that people will have the knowledge effective that could lead them to be more in control of them decision and them environment. And I will hope our Palestinian state, independent one, will be sustainable country in the future. And I wish that one day I can invite you to some conference in independent state of Palestine at our Jerusalem capital. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.